Here's a look at some of those threats. So damaging wind gusts, still the primary threat. Large hail also possible. And then again, strong tornadoes are a concern within supercells that could develop later on this afternoon. And there is a flash flooding risk. We have a flood watch in place for the northern half of our viewing area. We could be dealing with multiple rounds of heavy rain over certain areas, and that would lead to a localized flood threat. Here's a look at the severe weather outlook put out earlier this morning by the Storm Prediction Center. Areas north of Lexington, really from the Fayette County, Madison County line northward, that's where we have that level 4 risk. Now, even if you're in the level 3, you still need to be paying very close to this forecast. Anytime you're over a level 3 to level 4 severe risk, that means that the ingredients and the setup is primed for those strong storms to develop. The morning round of the storms is staying to our north. Notice there is a tornado warning into southern Indiana to our north and our west. So we're not seeing that overnight and early morning severe weather threat. That doesn't mean we couldn't see some stronger storms later this morning. You're seeing multiple rounds of those storms moving into southern Illinois, southern Indiana, eastern Missouri as well. We've had tornado reports there south and west of St. Louis during the overnight hours. We also had a weather radar outage that's still impacting some of the radars across the region. Thankfully, those are coming back now, but this is all moving towards the east, and our severe weather threat could come in multiple waves today as well. Looking at a broader look at the severe weather threat from Columbus down to Cincinnati, Louisville Metro, Lexington Metro, all included in that level 4 risk with, again, damaging wind gusts, large hail, and long track strong tornadoes possible as well. Here's a look at that tornado threat. Areas in the yellow, that's a 10%. Red is 15%. Usually when we have the tornado risk, we're at a 2 or a 5%. It's much higher than that. 15% risk with that hatched area that you're seeing with those white lines. That is the possibility of EF2 or stronger tornadoes possible within that zone, which does include the entirety of the ABC 36 viewing area. So important to remember the difference between a tornado watch and a tornado warning. We're likely going to have a tornado watch issued later on today. That doesn't mean a tornado has been reported. Doesn't mean you need to immediately take shelter. The tornado warning is when you need to do so. You need to get, if you are issued a tornado warning, you need to have that safe place to get to. You need to put your plan in action, your severe weather plan in action, and you make sure you're continuing to closely monitor the conditions. So some tornado safety tips here. Unsafe if you're in a mobile home or a manufactured home. You need to find a place to go today if you are issued those tornado warnings, someplace close to you, whether it's a neighbor, whether it's a family member, that you can get somewhere where you have an interior room or closet that you can get to, or best case scenario, a basement that you can get to into those locations. And if you have those areas, a basement or interior closet that you go to during severe storms, now's a great time to put some flashlights, some extra batteries, maybe an extra phone charger with one of those portable phone chargers or something like that, to put in those areas in case you are issued a tornado warning later on today. So Futurecast, again, trying to keep things quiet through the midday and early afternoon, but notice how we are starting to see those stronger cells firing up during the afternoon and evening. This is really a time, anytime after lunchtime, if you get any sunshine during that time period, it's really going to allow these storms to strengthen. Now, if we get some midday showers, that could limit our potential. That's really what we're hoping to see here later on today, because if we deal with those midday showers, that will greatly reduce our severe weather risk. Overnight, that severe weather threat will drop behind a potential line of storms, and we'll eventually see some improving conditions before some cold rain showers move in by the time Wednesday rolls around.